Hey guys, welcome back again to Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, where the proof is in the singing. I am seeing a lot of really silly ads of, and vocal licks and tricks and 5 easy tips to stuff that is just a bunch of baloney, guys. It doesn't work. Remember the slogan here at KTVA, the proof is in the singing. There's a simple question to ask these guys putting the stuff out. Ask them to sing and ask them to show students singing. We've got like 600 videos out now of doing just that. So I want to do a vocal coach reaction to Toto Hold the Line, and we'll just do it and we'll talk about it as we go. Here we go. This is not live, by the way. This is the studio version, but a performance video. Okay, before we get too far into this, I have to say, this is one of my all-time favorite bands. Now, a lot of the heavy rock guys would say they're, wussy band, whatever. Man, these guys are as serious as they get as far as musicianship. Now, Bobby Kimball is a friend of mine, and we go way back. He's one of my all-time favorite singers, was a great inspiration to me. So I went ahead and did Africa. I'll put it in the description tag. You can hear how I did Africa. Actually, my student, Gabriella, did Hold the Line, and then I also did Rosanna. So I'll put all of those in the description so you can see how we fared out. And we didn't go zzz, we actually sang. So anyway, I'm just humored by that. And all these ads that are going back and forth to try to woo people over and just sing, pal. Steve Lukather was also a phenomenal inspiration to me. One of my top 5, just one of the greatest guitar players in the world. And I have seen these guys so many times, and every single time it was different, and they freaking rocked the house, and it was just amazing, and all the hits they've had, going through the process of that. So, and David Page and everybody else in the band was great. I'm sorry that we lost Pecoro early on to, probably a drug incident, but anyway, killer band. Okay, now, at this time, when, because I think this song was actually from the 70s, late 70s, and then you go kind of into the early 80s, they were probably one of the only bands adding a really cool jazz influence without being so jazzy that it became kind of sappy. So somehow they were able to meld, a lot of jazz influence into their music and not lose sight of the rock aspect as well. I just wanted to annotate that as we go. Here we go. Sing it with me. Hold the line. Love isn't always on time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold the line. Love isn't always on time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, now, when Steve Lukather came out too, as a guitar player, you guitar players would probably really appreciate this. Kind of everybody, Jimmy Page, AC/DC, Angus Young, all these different guys, even B.B. King had a really fast vibrato that gets, so I modeled my guitar playing after that fast vibrato. And when I first heard this, I'm like, and he had this huge wide vibrato. And then all of a sudden I just went, I want to sound like that guy. So I completely changed my style of playing as a direct result of this guitar solo and then his subsequent stuff. So. Neil Schon did have a wider vibrato too. There were a couple guys out there. He wasn't the only guy, but Yes, I learned this note for note as a kid, as well as Rosanna and other songs. Again, there's all those kind of halftone jazz influence things. So they go from one interlude to another interlude, and they were able to bring it back again into the verse, into kind of a more of a rock format. But you didn't get the sense that you lost the song in a jazz movement just for the sake of jazz. It was like it's in their soul, and so they were able to incorporate that in the song. So I'm not trying to overemphasize that, but I just think it's really cool. That groove is sick. Listen to that groove. Sing with me.
Love isn't always on time. Oh, oh, oh. Hold the line. Love isn't always on time. Love isn't always on time. Hold the line. Love isn't always on time. Love isn't always. Love isn't always. Love isn't always. Love isn't always on time. Love isn't
Okay, it's coming out to end here.
always on time. Love isn't always on time. Love isn't always on time.
Again, phenomenal band. If you guys ever get the chance to see him live, I know Bobby's no longer with the band, but the new singer is really awesome. They actually have had quite a few over the years, but everybody in the band was great. The grooves were sick. In fact, I remember trying to sing to Rosanna, and I was having a tough time singing to the groove because it was so back behind the pocket, and you wouldn't even know it. You know, boom, boom, shoo, boom, shoo, boom. Boom, shoot with the bat, boom. You know, I just had this like real cool backbeat groove, and you couldn't sing on top of it. You had to sit back in the song. So you'll find that out with a lot of these guys. Now, this was at an era when a lot of great bands were coming out, so we're going to try to hit on a few of them. So for those of you that have not had a chance to hear these kind of groups, or maybe refamiliarize those that have, I'd like to make some comments along the way, okay? Anyway, guys, Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, where the proof and now the commenting is in the singing and playing and reacting. So with that said, until next time, peace out. Hey guys, if you like what you heard, please like and subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button. That will actually take you to another page where you want to click on the bell icon, and it opens up a menu, and the menu has notifications on it where there's a little box you can check where it says send me all notifications for this channel. Check the box and then click the save button, and you'll get notifications from me every time I have a cool video come out. Okay? Thanks guys. Peace out.